y'all? Kurt Sasser here again with Kiss Me Comics with Robert, creator of Excessive Force. How you doing today, Robert?
Pretty good, man. Doing all right.
Now, we had a great conversation yesterday. I love, Excessive Force as the character. He's a true badass, if I can call him that, and he does an amazing job.
Yes. This is something that just kind of came off the top of my head. Ironically, we were in a convention in Toronto, and we had a customer come up to the table and ask, well, what do you do? And Barbara stated what she does, and Rod stated what he does, and the guy asked me, said, well, what do you do? And I was like, that's a good question. What the hell do I do? So I said, we got a book in pre-production. We'll have it here next year. So I had to go home and think up a character. So I said, okay, well, let me think up a character. So I'm coming home from work one day, and I'm riding the train, and I see a cop on the train, and he has on body armor. I was like, hey, that's a good idea for a comic book character. So, I'm sitting at home. I said, well, let me draw something, figure this out. Okay, body armor, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, I had a fair idea. And I said, what should I call him? And I said, I'll call him Excessive Force. That's what most cops are accused of. So, and I presented the idea to them. They both looked to Rod and Barbara, and they both looked at each other and looked at me, and they were like, yeah, okay, that'll work. So I did that, and it's been pretty decent response so far. I'm pleasantly surprised, believe it or not. So.
And, especially thinking up a character like that, seeing, a lot of guys that I talk with are women, men and women in the comic industry, they're like, they look at their world, they look at the reality and think, hey, that would look good in a comic, hey, that would look good in a comic, this landscape would look good, you pulled that from just a daily experience you saw, and you said, that would be a great character, and you're running with it, and this is amazing. I really love your action sequences and truly the character's dialogue.
Yeah, believe it or not, when he doesn't have the mask on, he actually looks like me. Same glasses, head shaved and everything. So it's I guess you could say it's a little part of me that's actually in the book. So it makes it a little bit more relatable. Any quips or anything that's like something I would normally say. So I'm pretty good with, little jokes and everything. So it's not like Spider-Man, but kind of sort of in a way.
Well, and obviously everyone has an inspiration, working with talented people like Barbara, like with Rod here, what truly inspired you besides their works to do this?
Well, the funny thing about that, I've known Rod since about 1983. Now, myself, him and his brother were sitting on a porch one day. We're like, man, it would be great if we had our own comic books. And it kind of took off from there.
And what about, the comic book industry itself, the American comics? Is there any character or superhero that you've seen that you can either relate to or kind of draw from? And I'm not saying that your character is an individual, it is. But, you mentioned Spider-Man in the quick quips there, but what else really draws you as a...
Believe it or not, my two favorite heroes are Spider-Man and Batman. Batman because it's a regular guy doing these extraordinary things, and he's showing no fear, and and obviously he's paying the price. He's getting busted up, he's cut, and all this thing. If you played the Batman Arkham Asylum game, I mean, obviously you see the hell he went through in one night. Spider-Man is, like I said, with the quips. If you look at the design of my character, he's kind of a combination of both Spider-Man and Batman with the color scheme of the outfit and the mask. So I guess you could say it's a combination of the two. Kind of like with Todd McFarlane and Spawn. Spawn is like Batman and Spider-Man together as well, if you really look at it. So, same thing.
Well, we're going to get some great shots of your work. We'll open up the comic books. We'll show the world, basically, or the internet, I should say, what everyone is about here at Kiss Me Comics. But, C2E2 is going to close down. You're going to go home, you kind of reflect on what experiences you've gone through.
Yeah, I think this is a new experience to actually have something this major in our own backyard. as opposed to us traveling to the Fan Expo in Toronto or the show in Des Moines, Iowa. It's kind of strange because I'm so used to going to get on a plane or getting in a van for 8 hours and heading back home, as opposed to just, okay, we're just going to get in a van and drive for a half hour, then we're back home. So what we're going to do is we're going to plan for next year. You've heard the expression, vote early and often. We plan now and always. So with that in mind, after we get done with this interview, we're going to start planning already. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, we just try to do the best we can. I mean, this, I feel we have decent quality books. We never said we're the greatest, but we're not the worst either. And the funny thing about it is, it's a shame that people don't want to open their mind. Sometimes you just have to step out of the box and realize that there's more out there than just what you're reading currently. And like I said, just give Kiss Me Comics a try. I mean, be quite honest with you, we're more than just fancy clothes. And besides, you know, if you just take the time and just look and read, you know, and just don't form an opinion off of rumors or hearsay, find out for yourself. You never know, you might actually like it. Just give it a chance. It's kind of like when you get your first job after high school, you know. Just give me a chance. The same difference.
Well, you know, Robert, I just want to truly thank you for this interview. It's been a pleasure speaking with everyone here at Kiss Me Comics. You know, I just want to, you know, congratulate you on being here at this inaugural event. This is the first step in many, and I know you're going to get your name out there as much as you are, and I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Thank you.